it could be the opposite. They could almost be looked down upon, I think, if their language was limited in some way. What else? I think going back to what I was saying before about talking straight with someone versus taking the long route, I think that could be something that could be hard to adapt to in the U.S. environment for someone coming from a culture where that is not so common. Yeah, actually, I think overall it would be quite a different experience. Yeah.
Okay, and how about others? Because PT mentioned about the gap between generations, traditionalists, baby boomers, X, Y, millennials, and I'm sure you face a lot of, this kind of different in the office, in the ministry, especially here in Thailand. You have any problems, or you think like is it a problem in the office that you face? Or,
for me, it has not been a problem at all. I don't know if people are changing their expectations because they think I don't know how important Penang is in Thailand. But I have many superiors who are quite a bit older than I am, who, when they speak with me, when I interact with them, I very much feel almost like an equal. They treat me very fairly, and I don't feel them expecting less from me or looking down on me at all. So I don't know if I just work with great people or if that is just something that they change when they're working with an American or a foreigner. But I've actually found that quite easy to adapt to.
Aaron, is it difficult for you?
I sort of go through the same thing where I try to show that I respect Penang. And I'm like, Tan. And I feel the same way, as if the traditionalists are adjusting because they know I'm a Falang. So maybe they think, well, he probably doesn't know anything about Penang at all. And so there's like a struggle. It's me being the traditionalist, and they being Generation Y, very loose with the American. And so that aspect is very interesting. And another thing is, I was here for a year before, and a lot of my friends, we joke around a lot, and so I don't say cup with them, and I have to make sure that I always say cup with my supervisors and superiors. So, I haven't come across that, but it's sort of the reverse. It's me being sort of the traditionalist.
Well, you guys know better Thai how to break the ice and lose the generation gap. Krap, yes, chai, krap, tan, every time, like crazy, right? Okay, talking about the host office and host university, for example, and want to ask you about the home university or the home office that you come from. Maybe you come from the two university. You think what kind of desirable role of your home university or home office to support a successful exchange like you are here? Maybe some experience of you, maybe benefit to your participants.
I hadn't thought about this before, but for this specific program, the Public Policy Fellowship, we had just a short orientation in Washington, D.C. With people in the U.S. State Department there, and they're kind of acting as our host, as our home university or home host. And it was very short, but I think they did actually quite a good job of getting us ready for our role working inside another government, and maybe how to think of ourselves as not an official representative of our country, but kind of an unofficial official representative. So I think even just having a short orientation, I know PTIP runs a month-long orientation for her English teaching assistants who come here, and I think that's amazing. But even just a short a short orientation that your university or home can prepare you for, I think can be quite valuable.
Yeah, I think that with this particular fellowship, there's only so much that the State Department could have done to get us ready, because they turn us over to the Thai government, and so they can't sort of control well, what assignment will they be doing. They can only say, here's this Fulbrighter, he has these skills already in place, go, be free. And so so yeah, I think I would agree that the orientation in Washington D.C. was great, and then they made sure that they instilled confidence in us. We were chosen for a reason. They believed in us, and they believed that this experience would be successful, and that helps a lot build confidence. Because going back to sort of the expectations question, you don't know, what's going to happen on your first day, whether or not you'll be given too much, too little, whether or not you'll be sort of the falang in the corner or someone that's embraced. You don't know. So, you have to just be confident in yourself and sure of your talents and what you can bring to the ministry. So.
We are here because we believe in the power of exchanges. Like this is our theme, our topic. So, do you have any kind of encouragement or thing to share with them about how we do something or more or stimulate even our lecturers and staff and every students in the university to believe in the power of exchanges like you are here now because of this program? Difficult, right? But
I would say that be willing to learn a lot, and to sort of be willing to engage foreigners, talk to them. I'm always sort of impressed when Thais come up to me and they talk about a range of issues. It can be about work, or it can be about American culture, politics, music, food. They'll ask me questions about American women, schools, and so these are sort of areas where you can learn a lot. I mean, it's easy to sort of maybe read a book about something, but to actually go into that culture, that setting, I think you learn so much more. And just to one thing that I'm doing is just appreciating the moment, because I don't know when I'll be back to Thailand at all, and so I learn about myself as an American, when I come into contact with different cultures. And so I sort of learn, well, yeah, I don't really do that. Like, when you ride an escalator at the BTS, in the US, the left side keeps moving. In Thailand, it depends. It could be two people standing side by side talking. And so, small things like that sort of let me know, sort of who I am and who Thais are. So just be willing to engage, but also maintain your Thainess as well. So there's sort of like a duality. I mean, what makes you different makes you interesting. Okay, so just keep that.
Thanks. Josh?
I mean, I don't think I can underestimate how powerful international exchange really can be. And I just, on a very personal level, I feel like my experiences in international exchange have totally changed my life and shaped my life. I originally studied in Chiang Mai, in sort of international exchange program up there, and that one experience, just 6-7 months in Chiang Mai, more than 10 years ago, has shaped almost all of my life to the present, about 10 years later. So I think the work that you're doing, the work you're doing on international exchange, international education, is really, really important and valuable work. And I think don't ever let yourself forget that. And I think it's too bad that more people don't get exposed to these kind of opportunities. That's actually one thing I think about doing sometimes with my life, is trying to find ways to allow exchange, this sort of exchange, to happen more. Because I really think it's one of the things that can really, it sounds cliche, but I think it can change the world. This like soft diplomacy in a way, but not in a negative, not diplomacy in terms of trying to get benefit for your own country, just diplomacy in terms of learning from each other. And I just think that's so valuable, and I think that's why the work that I'm assuming most of you do and that I've been lucky enough to participate in is so valuable. So that's my preach to all of you.
Okay, because we have next session, but for this session for 1 hour, so all of you, I think, don't know experience about the time to explore the world, and to encourage for all of you to work on, to make yourself, make your student, make other lecturers to believe in the power of exchange. And I really like this, Aaron and George said about differences and maintain Thainess. Because we are Thai, no matter wherever we are, so don't forget about the Thainess to promote this kind of thing and understand differences, like Aaron and George just face our Thai differences culture now. Now we know about time to explore the world, about the power of exchange. For the next hour, next session, this is you guys still Generation X, right? And not traditionalists like baby boomer like me. So X, not Y yet. So for the next session, do we know for the next generation that they have experience in Thailand and they finished the program in Thailand, and while what they face may be the difference from Aaron and Josh. So you have different experience and different sharing experience. And the next session is making and exchange the never-ending stories, and moderate by one English teaching assistant. She used to work in Kalasin. Even me, I'd never been to Kalasin before, but she's so brave that she worked in school in Kalasin. And now she will moderate and will introduce the next speaker for the next session. And for this session, this time, thank you for Aaron and George to share experience. Thank you very much.